Hi and welcome back, everybody. It's Priestess Melissae. You've joined me once again. Phoenix, Arizona, coming to you right now. And we are here to do our Fae Friday messages. So good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your weekend. We're going to see what messages are coming through from the fairy realm, the elemental realm. And I resonate with that energy very much so. You can probably tell by my fairly happy disposition most of the time, for sure. But you know, fairies can have that naughty side a little bit too and whatnot as well. So we also have all of those sides to us that we have to keep in balance as well. And see, they have just risen to another level of that magic, which we actually have the ability to do as well. We can shape shift, we can change who we are, that we can change characters. That's why we're able to be, do, and have whatever we want. As long as we do it ethically, there's no karma, there's no bad repercussions to pay behind it. We just learn how to become what it is that we want. Literally play the part, play the role, become that person, and you become a different person. Like, you learn so much along the way. That's what you do when you play with different things, new things, you know what I mean? All right, rambled enough for the moment. Let's go ahead and bring in Great Spirit. Singing bowls are a great way to help break up dark, dense energy. So as you're taking these slow, deep breaths in and out, which is helping to regulate your system, is helping your stress levels to reduce. It's actually helping you from a physiological standpoint in so many ways. But as you breathe in, you can imagine golden white light coming into your body and filling all the cells in your body. As you breathe out, you're breathing out all that dark, dense energy. You can do it through your feet or out through your breath. And the singing bowl is breaking up all of that energy, allowing you to receive even more the message coming through today from our ancestors, way showers, and guides. We thank you. Blessed be. All right, let's do it, guys. So today, as I said, we're getting into our Fae Friday reading. Now, these are readings that I was doing on Facebook on Truth Queen Be Told, and I'm using my priestess name here, Priestess Melissae, which is the honeybee. Melissa, which is my real name, stands for honeybee. So yes, I've adopted Melissae. So Priestess Melissae is here. I'm here daily to do a themed message for every day, that which I said I developed over there. So every day of the week I have a different reading. Today it's Fae Friday, so we use fairy cards, oracle cards. And then what I started doing that I hadn't been doing over there is I'm reading for every single sign. So I'm pulling one card around the messages that I'm doing on my themed message days anyway, giving you a reading around that, a general reading, and then looking at your sign particularly to see what's going on. Now, if you like the readings, if you want a more personal reading, reach out to fireflymetaphysical.com. At gmail.com. Also, you can check out the services that are available, which is much more than just the tarot readings. You can get all kinds of stuff over there, but go check it out at fireflymetaphysical.com. Also on Facebook, all right, and Instagram. Okay, so let's get into our messages today and see what the Fae have for our collective. So good to see you here, as I said. What I really feel right now is there really is that energy, especially with the new moon tomorrow in Taurus coming up, and it's a lunar eclipse, guys. So it's kind of like, what do we need to cut out of our lives? I almost, I'm going to ask today that messages come through that allow us to know what we can cut out of our lives, all right? And then, like I said, we'll look at each sign individually, and we'll see what is going on or what I am receiving as the message for that sign, all right, based on the tarot card that comes out. And we're going to do this psychic tarot deck today, which is a really cool deck. And then at the end, I decided I'll pull a blessing card, an overall general blessing for all of us, what the Fae wish to bless us with going into this weekend, all right? So what are a few cards coming out today that the Fae want to show us? Mother and daughter. Are we healing some, family type of issues? Mother and daughter coming out today. We've also got, and so the mother-daughter card says mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, and nurturing self-worth. So even if you, aren't like, you don't have children of your own, is what I mean to say. You don't have a daughter. This could simply be healing those, inner child type of scenarios, you know what I mean? Healing any kind of wounds that we have, fears that we have of going forward and doing things in our life. You know, that mother is always there to say, I support you, I love you, I believe in you, and I know you can do it. All right. And so that's the type of energy that we want to be telling ourselves. Like, if you didn't have that kind of parent, well, just say if you did, those are the things that you would be doing for yourself, right? You would have been taught to build yourself up and to believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you set your mind to and put action towards, right? So I feel like this is that mothering energy for yourself, even if it doesn't apply to an actual child. But of course, you know, we want to teach our children to be successful as well, right? Keeper of Secrets says, use your discernment, confide in a trusted friend, keep silent about knowledge. What's going on with this card, I wonder? Whatever it is, it feels like that it's something that maybe is not setting right with you. The way she is looking here is like, you know, it's kind of like you're glad that somebody feels, you know, good enough to speak to you at times, but sometimes the things that they share with you too can be a bit disturbing, right? And you're just like, I'm not really sure that, you know, I was the right person for you to share this with, but, you know, now you have this secret that you're keeping. Is this around, you know, maybe some kind of inner child wounding? Wow, I just kind of got a little glimpse of that. Maybe some trauma, some abuse, if you will, is what I really felt coming through there. And for whatever reason, I didn't try to pull out the last one by flipping it. I just turned it over, and I don't normally do that. But Dark Moon is coming out today. Maturation, growing up, introspection, and know thyself. Wow. So this really feels like some kind of healing going on today around some inner child wounds that we're dealing with. This is what we're being asked with this. And I just saw this moon this morning with a crescent shape. I don't know if any of you were looking at the moon this morning, but I actually took a picture of it and sent it to my partner. But I really feel like with this moon here, and especially with this ram, it talks about the ram energy, and we are going, you know, we just came out of Aries, right? But it's kind of like we didn't quite have that energy that we thought we would have coming out of this full moon is almost kind of what I feel. And I, in a sense, kind of felt that way too, you know, like I expected to feel more energized. And in fact, we had like these solar flares hit, and it really actually threw us off. The Schumann resonance was off the charts, in fact, just yesterday. And so this could have like taken a lot out of us. Now, what this card says is, again, maturation, growing up, introspection, and know thyself. So it's almost like, what is this, you know, kind of situation, this secret, this wounding, maybe that we're holding on to, that we're not allowing ourselves to move forward and heal from? And that's what I feel like perhaps this new moon in Taurus energy and being grounded, you know, that's what I feel with this energy, especially with the mother, is being grounded. The Keeper of Secrets, it's almost like going within yourself and seeing all of those things within you. Maybe even that, you know, you've kept hidden from other people, you don't want other people to know about. But this is how we feel when we don't live in our true power, when she doesn't. It talks about this fairy, you know, like losing her motivation, losing her life force energy and things of that nature. But what this is saying is we need to grow up and understand that we create the balance in our lives. 11 here, right? Is that 11? I'm sorry, 41. This comes to a 5. This is about a change that we need to make. 37, definitely a 10, an ending. We don't need to hide behind any kind of scars that we feel we have any longer. Facing them, being mature about it, allowing ourselves to heal and truly move forward, like growing up, really, like it says, right? Maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. There's no reason to keep, you know, dealing with these energies any longer, continuing to give them any energy, if you will, is what I feel it's saying. So again, that's a number 6 card, which gives us that balance, you know, if we accept that today. Yeah, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the cards now. Again, this is the Psychic Tarot deck. I don't know if you've ever seen these cards before, but there's some pretty cool ones in here. And we're going to see for each one of the signs what's going on. All right, now with the Psychic Tarot, there are additional cards in here like chakra cards and different things like that. But each card basically relates to one of the cards in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, right? So it does go in line with that, but I really like the additional messages and things like that of these cards. So we're going to first look at Aries, because Aries starts our zodiac sign. We're going to see what is coming out for Aries for this spread, this dark moon, this new moon in Taurus, right? Woo! 2 cards wanted to come out for them. If 2 cards come out, I'll let you have it. But this is what we need to do. Rest and rejuvenation came out today with the crown chakra. All right, rest and rejuvenation is a 4 card. So this is what's going to help you to gain your balance, to regain your understanding about things. It feels like with the 7 card with the crown chakra that there's been like some ways of thinking that have not served you well. You haven't been taking enough time out for yourself to really look at situations and understand them clearly, is what I feel like this is saying today. So there's a real need for you to, with this mother and daughter energy, to remember that, you know, you are the one who is in control of everything that happens in your life. You are the Aries, you are that Ram energy, you know what I mean? Use your head, use your energy wisely, take your time out and rest as you need to, is what I feel I'm being told here. Because, you know, anytime you're go, go, go and you're not taking time out to eat, self-love, you know, like you have to take care of your body. You have to literally have sleep. You have to literally have food, you know, and go to the bathroom and stuff like that. What's coming out for Taurus today? Happy birthday, Taurus. Taurus season. What's coming out for Taurus today? New moon in Taurus. All right, temptation. All right, this can be the devil energy, so addictions, different things like that. Coming to a 6 here today with the 1 and 5, coming into balance. I really feel like we're looking in that mirror, maybe some people not wanting to look into that mirror, right? Looking away from that thing that would cause them to stray from their path. All right, I feel like these addictions can sometimes feel like they're very binding, but as we stay strong and we just keep moving through it, keep telling ourselves, you know, like that mother would, you're doing it, you're doing great, just keep going, right? Pat yourself on the back when you have those wins, right? Don't be tempted to go back to past ways of being and thinking and things of that nature that you know don't serve you and are only going to move you backwards, right, on your path. So that's what I feel that's saying for Taurus. Moving forward into Gemini. What does Gemini have to say for this today? Wow. Do not deceive yourself and beware of being envious of other people. You know, maybe you feel like other people have, I felt with this, like have gotten so much further on their path than you. And maybe you feel like I'm putting in this work and I feel like, you know, I'm doing what I need to do, but maybe there's something that we're not seeing, like that mothering aspect, like being kinder to yourself. You know what I mean? Because we do need to make sure that we're loving ourselves on this journey. It is a tough one for any of us to navigate and make the wise choices. You know, with that 7 card, it's deciding not to, you know, secretly be envious perhaps of other people. Trust me, I love you, Gemini. This is just if this applies, all right? Or being aware of these people that constantly put you in this position, right, where you feel belittled and things of that nature. And maybe that could be the case today too. But when we're talking about the new moon and eclipse, maybe this is perhaps some deception within your own way of thinking and feeling that's not allowing you to be mature and make those decisions that you need to move forward. And instead, you could be sitting in this energy of continuously feeling defeated and like everybody is against you kind of thing. More like a paranoid energy. Beware of that today for sure. All right, moving forward to Leo. Whoop, too many cards. Moving forward, it's Cancer actually. So we're moving forward into Cancer. What does Cancer have to say today for this? Ooh, trapped in fear. We have to get out of our head for sure. That's exactly what this dark moon energy feels like. This is the new moon and there is an eclipse, so that would be very dark, right? And in the darkness is when it's hardest for us to really hold our faith, hold to positive thinking and feeling, and not get caught up in the past, you know, trauma, perhaps even things that have happened, you know, where we weren't supported and made to feel like that we really could be successful in our lives. And maybe we've felt this way our whole life, that we are bound and chained and that we don't have the ability to be able to move forward. But that 8 indicates the infinity of as above, so below. The light is shining there, and there is assistance to help move out of this dark place. All right, allow yourselves to do so today. It is always darkest before the dawn, but you control how quickly the dawn comes by how open you are to that change. All right, so moving into Virgo. Leo. Leo, triumphant success. This is beautiful. So I feel like you've been putting in a lot of work, perhaps. This is the Excalibur energy when I see this. This is a fight, though. You've definitely been putting in the work, perhaps. The inner child work is what I feel like. You know what? And you're no longer, you know, keeping those secrets, you know, from yourself of how awesome and wonderful you are. You're allowing the world to see the victory, all that you have achieved. You know what I mean? And we deserve to pat ourselves on the back. You know, I know I've even myself at times seen like people putting themselves out there and saying good things about themselves and what they've achieved and things like that. It's like, you know, it can seem like, oh, you know, you're bragging on yourself or something like that. But really, it's like you have to, you know, uplift yourself, and you have to recognize your wins and things like that always. All right, so do that, Leo, if that's happening for you today. And if it's not, definitely take the reins and get back in the game, because you are in charge. We are all in charge of how successful we are in our lives. So never give up. All right, moving forward into Virgo. What does Virgo have for us today? Wow, rejoice in celebrations. That's beautiful. This is almost like the victory lap. I see the, you know, all the cups and the goblets, if you will, and you see the trophy in the background. So it's almost like, I almost see this like a NASCAR kind of thing, you know, or something where you're holding up that trophy and everybody's celebrating. Whatever this is, it feels like, you know, even if you're not there just yet, it feels like you're well on your way to being able to celebrate all that you've been through, all that you've healed. And anybody that's achieved any great success knows that you have to go through that inner work of healing yourself, right? You become that 3, that trinity of your female, your feminine and masculine aspects of yourself, and you merge that with spirit, and you learn how to become the superpower that you are, the superpower we all have the potential to be. All right, moving forward into Libra. Libra says solitude. You need to make sure that you're building that tower strong, that you're reading into everything that you need to, that you're making those plans before you attack that mountain, or what seems like the mountain. There's a lot of things that you're doing, you know, like keeper of secrets. I see that as being like keeping secret those things that you need to move forward on the plans that you're setting into place. Perhaps you've been in some of this dark energy in the past. I know that has applied for me, speaking from a Libra, and it's sometimes felt like, I know that I have this power. I know that I can make things happen, but why am I not being successful? Or why do I sometimes feel like I'm not being received as well as I'd like to? Well, part of that is within myself. Taking that time to go within myself and see myself as being successful, starting to play that role, you know, and then taking action steps towards the things that I felt were going to be of interest and value to me, like doing these readings. So here I am today doing readings for you. And, you know, for who it helps, it's worth it. You know, I appreciate everything, but definitely I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. So anybody that you want to, you know, share these videos with, and of course, like them and comment, please, on anything that you find that helps you, especially with your particular sign in these readings, because I always love to hear the feedback. All right, wonderful. So I love hearing that for Libra. Take some time out and just make sure that you're putting all the plans into place that you need to. And then you're going to be able to see that tower of success and the 9, meaning wish fulfillment. Sorry, I lost my words there for just a moment. All right, moving forward into Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio today? Discontent and boredom. Wow. Yes. Walking away from anything that really doesn't bring you happiness. I mean, I think we all know, like, when we feel good about something, and we all know when we also feel like something is just a lot of work, right? And all of it is just a mental perspective. Trust me, like, if you're doing work for yourself and whatnot, and you're building like your own brand, your own, whatever, it does take time. And people think, I think a lot of times, and I kind of thought this too, work is hard, when you work for yourself. At a point you don't, but there is a point in the beginning where you do have to put that work in. And if you kind of like lose momentum, you lose your energy before you make it to the pinnacle, right? Then that's something you have to work with within yourself, to not turn away from what it is that you really want. This is your energy here with this rainbow. And this is all that you have the potential for, everything. But you have to make sure that you're moving forward and allowing yourself to achieve it. That was for Scorpio. So let's go to Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, what do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh, foundations and achievements, huh? Love that rainbow energy coming out in a different way on this one. So this is talking about with the 4, because this was also a 4 too. Check it out. So this 4 was boredom and discontent, but this 4 is actually, that's almost like, having an imbalance in your life. And this is the balance, the achievements, the happy life, the happy family, the home. They're so proud to see everything that they've accomplished. But what does it take to achieve that? Well, Sagittarius seems to know, or hopefully you will know after today, you have to put that work into every aspect of your being, mind, body, heart, spirit, and enliven it every day with imagination, with thoughts that you can have this happy life. And build your emotions around it, believing that it can be so. Take action with your physical body to allow it to be so. And spirit will assist you in doing the rest. What is coming forward now for Capricorn today? Capricorn, you got 2 cards out. We got balance and base chakra. There's definitely a need to balance those 4 elements we were just talking about. 11, base chakra. That's going to be bringing all of that foundation, all of those, everything that you're wanting into your life. I mean, look at it. When you're in balance, you have every single tool in your tool belt at your disposal. And literally, like the angels are there to assist you, and you're protected with this circle, this halo, if you will, around you. You automatically put yourself in that place to move past any healing that needs to be done, perhaps, around your childhood and all of that pain, perhaps, that you've kept secret about, and being able to really grow and move through all of these experiences in the most positive way. That's beautiful. I love seeing that come out for Capricorn today. We're moving forward now to Aquarius. What does Aquarius have for us today? Aquarius. Be aware that you may need to make changes, and this feels like work, because this is talking about financial and material changes. You could either be going through this right now, having some changes happening. It's almost like the 5 of Pentacles card. So it's almost like you could have lost a job, you could have had to move, or lost your home, or something of that nature. Even could be applying to a vehicle, but this is saying that there's a need for you to really focus on maybe, healing some issues around spending and money, finances, learning how to better, control that. And and of course, we don't want anybody, I see this Keeper of Secrets card as like, it's almost like all those things that we've hid from people. We don't want people to know, what our bad parts about us are, right? But we all have them. We all have things that we're not quite so happy about. But we have to realize that everybody falls in that category. Don't let it hold you back. You know, this dark moon is showing you, actually illuminating for you, that you have that. Is kind of like at that 0 point energy where fives, and that's exactly what this is, you know, for Aquarius. This is all about change right now, and your ability to make some good changes in your life if you choose wisely. What is coming forward for Pisces today? Pisces energy, please, and thank you. Ooh, I was hoping this would come out. Positive movement forward. Now this is tapping into spirit in the right way, especially on the emotional level. That's great to see for Pisces. The 8 above and below, so you're gaining this groundedness even within the movement and the momentum of life. You know, just like water is not completely solid, but what's nice about that is that we're at a stage where things can still be malleable, can still be changed before we get to that point of manifestation. 2525 when that came through. Choose wisely, guys. All right, so the last thing I wanted to do before I go today is I wanted to send us off with a fairy blessing card. These are awesome, guys. Keep moving forward, though. I just wanted to say for Pisces, you know, if you have been working on yourself and doing things to heal those, you know, parts of yourselves that you don't feel so good about, try not to stay in negative energy. Know that what you're doing is helping. It's just that some days we're going to have worse days than others. Everybody experiences that, right? It's nothing bad or whatnot. We just have to be able to roll with the punches, if you will. And we all can do it, totally. A blessing of stillness. So we all definitely need to go within today. Need to look at everything that has brought us to this place in our life and be honest about what can really help us to move forward and out of the dark night of the soul. Beautiful blessing to end with. Thank you so much for that, because it is a number 6 energy if you see it here today. So 6 is the number that we are definitely focused on today. This is all about balance. And how are we going to find that balance? In the stillness. May all of the answers that you need be received in the stillness. Take the time to sit and breathe slowly and deeply to be able to connect with yourself, and plant those seeds on this new moon. Maybe even make some moon water. Join us over on Firefly Metaphysical here on YouTube. You can also do so on fireflymetaphysical.com and Facebook, Instagram. Also, fireflymetaphysical@gmail.com if you need to reach out for booking any services, especially for a personal reading or divine counterpart reading. Those are pretty fun. Go over to Firefly Metaphysical here on YouTube, and you can actually see readings that my partner and I do every week to tap into the divine counterpart collective, whether you're twin flames, soulmates, whatever you consider yourself. But this is giving some advice and, you know, kind of guidance and insight into what may be happening in your situation. And we can always look directly at your situation. Reach out to us today. And in the meantime, have a beautiful weekend. Mwah. See you tomorrow.